It's 7:20 p.m. This video very nearly didn't happen today. Despite best intentions, I certainly set out to do it early this morning. I actually sat down and started filming something right after my workout this morning, and I was extremely emotional this morning. There was a lot on my mind. I was feeling very raw, and I had a pretty big topic to explore, but I got interrupted. And we went out and had a fantastic day. It was a beautiful sunny November day here in Melbourne. We went out to a car show near the beach and then went to the beach, walked around a bunch, had some smoothies, had some tacos, exhausted the dog. It was a rad day. And it started out so flat and so dramatic at the same time. So flat and so dramatic at the same time. Ah, my life, what a dichotomy. And I did start to make a video this morning discussing the topic that was getting me so worked up. I mean, I cried throughout almost all of my workout. I just stop almost every set to just pull myself back together before the next exercise. Oh, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But it's all worked out all right, because the video I was making this morning was on this topic, and then my boyfriend walked in while I was making it, and I couldn't hold it in anymore, and we had a huge conversation, and it was really positive, really great outcomes, I think. And another reminder to not be bottling this kind of stuff up to the point where I am crying throughout my entire workout. That's just ridiculous. And I would be talking about that, but it's nearly 7:30. My dinner's cooking. It's been a huge day. I'm exhausted. It's just, the time's not right for this right now anymore, and I'm not in that headspace anymore either. I guess I've learned a valuable lesson about scheduling things today. This is definitely a priority for me, and I didn't want to break the chain. Even if I didn't have anything particularly interesting to talk about, I'm not breaking that chain. And another important lesson about, being open. I said literally everything that was on my mind, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad there was no ambiguity or anything else left unsaid. And another possible point, and maybe I'll make this the subject of this video, because really this is the only thing of substance in this whole thing. If you have been thinking about making YouTube videos, maybe you've got an idea for just like one specific topic you want to talk about, and then you think that, so for me, one of the things that was preventing me from making YouTube videos up till now was, well, I always thought, like, who am I to talk about anything? But gotta give myself a bit more credit than that, I think. But the other thing was like I've got a few topics that I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time, and then I just assumed that once I finished talking about those topics, I would be left with nothing to talk about. And even though it would be worthwhile having those videos up online for people to see, it wasn't enough for me to. It didn't give me enough drive. I thought, like, if I did like just these 3 or 4 one-off videos and then didn't have anything else to talk about, what was the point of doing those ones at all? Which is a bit dumb. Misguided, perhaps. What I've found as I've been coming on and had like a loose topic to discuss, because I'm refusing to use a script or any sort of talking points here, I'm trying to really just flow. I've been finding that as I do my rambles, the seeds of a new idea will be born within my rambling. Because I'll go off on all these tangents, and also though, while in the process of speaking out loud, a lot of things tend to click for me that didn't happen before. I guess it's similar to journaling. Like any sort of stream of consciousness exercise, you're going to end up making connections between things that you hadn't before. And that does give it a little bit of a therapy vibe as well. And quite frankly, this is actually what I'm excited to keep going on for, because yesterday, I think it was, I felt like I was really relaxing into it and getting quite a lot of closure on some things that I hadn't necessarily explored in that sort of depth before. And I'm excited to continue doing this. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than a therapist. But, so since I've started doing this, so this is day 7 now, and I've been doing this all completely unscripted, all completely ad hoc. And yeah, I am finding seeds of ideas for other videos as I talk about things in the current video. Wow, that was a very clunky and unnecessarily complicated sentence. Note to self, don't complicate shit like that again. So, if you are concerned that you will not have any topics to discuss, this is something that I would like to offer you as an incentive to try. I also thought that I would have nothing to talk about, and I'm finding that the more I talk, the more I have to talk about. And yes, these first 7 days, still, like, I know I keep saying, I have stories to talk about, I have interesting shit to talk about, and I keep not really talking about it. I'll get there when I'm ready. I'm having fun rambling right now. And I'll get there when I'm ready. And for the time being, while I still get comfortable with the camera and get comfortable with forming actual functional cohesive sentences, my problem is that I think I'm a human thesaurus or something. Like, I'm never content to just drop one descriptive word into the sentence. It seems to always need to be like 3 or 4. Like, look at me, look at all the words I know. I'm Russian. English is my second language, so I don't know, maybe I just want to give myself some kudos for all that English I learned. I don't have anything else to say. It's been such a roller coaster day that, yeah, I am spent. I definitely don't want to talk about anything deep and meaningful, and that was my one little tidbit to throw out here today, so this wasn't just a video of me talking about my day, which was a nice day in the end. Productive and nice. And I'm exhausted, and I'm so ready to go eat my food. Peace out.